Hello everyone, Jack Keith here from Esports, and I'm going to be doing a brand new series on my channel where I'm going to be talking about, documenting and highlighting particular championships I've raced and that have had huge significance to me, and also events as well and individual races. And in the case of today, I'm going to be talking about an event which happened exactly 4 years ago to this very day, the WTCR Esports Launch Event. I should know as well that we only had a choice of one car for this event, and it was the WTCR Audi 2018 car, which was a lovely car to drive, really fun, really hard though to drive fast. The lift off oversteering it was crazy. You could get it so easy just sideways, but that's what makes it a challenge. That's what makes it fun, you know. So I'm not complaining with with how you had to drive it really. Sorry, I dry throat for a few seconds. Had to take some Sprite. Back to the topic at hand. The mix of everything throughout the entire event, the mix of the drivers such as Kuba Brzezinski, Nikodem Wisniewski, Kevin Siggy, Tim Hyman, Julian Kunze, Yoni Tamala, Koke Lopez, uh, Moritz Lerner. It was an amazing event. Not just with the plethora of top drivers, but also just the overall look. I mean, we all walked to this little arena at the Nurburgring circuit where you sit in the pods that we got on this stage, and you just see this coliseum. You just see this wrap round seating arrangement that goes all the way around, and it was like, wow, this is amazing. And the fact that people are going to be watching us there live, it's going to be live on YouTube, live on Twitch, live on Facebook. It was like, wow, almost like pinch me, like I've made it, you know. Obviously, looking back, thinking like it was probably a little bit silly, but still, at the time when you're there, I mean, I certainly was. I was starstruck. I was like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. So it was brilliant. It was great to be there. Um, Now let's talk about how the event itself went, the races in question, and in particular some of the things that happened, because it's quite juicy. It's some very juicy detail in it. So the very first race of the whole event was Zandvoort. Didn't go particularly brilliant. Qualified about sixth place, and I had a little bit of contact after the first few laps with Tim Heinemann. Ended up with me getting a little bit sideways. I hit at the time a guy by the name of Kevin Looney, who was part of Oscaro, and he weren't too best pleased. I honestly don't even remember whose fault the accident was or the accident in question, but I just remember him being very angry with me afterwards. But we patched it up afterwards and everything was cool. But yeah, I think I finished 6th or 7th after that race, so wasn't brilliant, but hey, still 2 races to go, and but there being very little practice, a lot can happen. So the next race at the Hungaroring went much better. I qualified 5th, I think, and the race went much better. I finished 3rd at the end of that. Gogo Baldi won. Nikodem Wisniewski was 2nd. And I forgot to tell you from the very first race, Julian Kunze won that one, and he finished 4th at Hungary. Remember that. So we head to the final race, the Nordschleife. Now this is the one I knew I had the best chance of winning, because for some reason, I don't know why, I am just fast there. I don't know, because I practice an absolute ton at every single track I race on for every event I've raced for. I don't know what it is about Nordschleife, I'm always running at the front in that. Even the Virtual Le Mans series just gone at the Nordschleife, I was one of the fastest. But I wasn't particularly brilliant on the other circuits, so again, I don't know what it is about that circuit, but I love the Nordschleife. An intimidating circuit, extremely challenging, and just all you just gotta do is just drive on it, and you know it's just like no other track. But anyway, I'm waffling. So qualifying, I qualified on pole by a significant margin, 6/10 of a second, but then again on a 9-minute lap. That's not very much. That's like if you just cough. That's 6/10 of a second. So second in qualifying was Kevin Siggy, third was Tim Heidemann. In the race, I got the lead, pulled away. I got about 2 second lead from those behind. Tim Hyman took second place, Kevin Siggy third, Julian Kunze fourth. And the race just, it felt like it went in slow motion. It was weird. It was only a 3 lap race, took about 25 minutes, but it felt a lot longer. I just remember being very, very nervous, very tense. And anytime you got into the middle sector, and remember this is with a front wheel drive touring car, so when you get to the middle sector of the lap, the car can so easily just snap like that with the lift off oversteer it has. So I was pushing like hell, but I was like going probably about 98%, 99, because when you're in the lead, that's it, you're in the lead, and I didn't have anyone behind me within slipstreaming range, so about 1 second, so wasn't a huge concern. All I had to do was just not make a mistake, and I didn't. To the end, I won the race. Now, I finished third at Hungary. Kunze finished fourth. With where we were running at Nordschleife, with me being first and Kunze being fourth at this point, I was tied on points with him to win the championship. We were level on points, but I would have won on the tiebreaker because I had a podium. He hadn't up to that point. So I don't know about this at the time either. I have no knowledge of it. I did not work out what the points were before this or even after the first race. I did not know whatsoever. So race is going on across the line. I'm happy. If you go back and look at the stream, I'll put the link of that in the description. But if you look at the stream, you see I'm smiling. But at the same time, I cross the line. I hear outside of my head, I just hear a lot of noise, and I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm happy, but as I look round, something just didn't seem right. But I didn't know what at this point. Now, Julian Kunze was in the pod right next to me, to my right, but I didn't grasp if I didn't really look at his monitor. I didn't look at what was going on, and then I remember seeing the leaderboard and seeing that Tim Heinemann finished fourth. I thought, okay, what's happened there? What's going on? But Julian Kunze finished third. So now I was really like, okay. So I go out of my pod. I'm then confronted by Kevin Siggy, Mitchie Hoyer, and Lewis McGlade. And I think there might be one or two other people there. I don't exactly remember who. But I was so, like, surprised with what was going on around me. And I specifically remember Kevin telling me what had happened, because he was right behind the whole thing. He said that he saw Tim Heinemann slow down and let Julien by and him by, and I couldn't believe it when he said it. So I asked him to say it again, and he said it again. So then I said, so Tim Heinemann lifting off just cost me the championship? And he said yes. Now I'm not going to exactly repeat the words I said afterwards, but I was not happy whatsoever. And I turned around and I was about to go and confront him until basically I got restrained by Kevin and Mitchie. And then that just immediately just shut me down. I was just like, okay. So after about 30, 40 minutes, it felt like 2-3 hours. It was a long time of deliberation where everyone was just confused. No one knew who won. I was lobbying that I should win, because if Tim didn't do what he did, Julien wouldn't have gained a place and I would have won. But in the very end, Julien won, Tim got disqualified, and I just wasn't happy whatsoever. But sometimes you just have to just deal with things that are just out of your control. I was not happy, but at the same time I was thinking, you know what, I'll still finish second, won a good pot of money here, I won a race, I won at Nordschleife, and that was that, Mitchie Hoy comforted me also, which was nice. He didn't have to, but he did, because he's also a good mate. We spoke a lot before that event and afterwards, and that was it. On my way home then afterwards, and then it was just telling my dad what happened. So that's all there really is to it. So everyone who has watched, thank you very much. Give us a like if you really want to, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, let's make this the first of many. If you want as well, leave a comment and let me know what you think of this, and let me know if you want more of them. So everyone, wherever you are in the world, I hope you take good care of yourselves and have a lovely day. Bye bye.